Hey everyone, my name is Shah. Hope you guys are doing great. On today's Woodgreen test route, we will turn right third exit sign for Edmonton at Great Cambridge Roundabout. I will show you two different ways you can turn right, so keep watching. And we're going to take the third turning on our left. Turn left. Our speed limit is 20. I hope you saw the sign. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are going to turn right third exit sign for Edmonton at the Great Cambridge Roundabout, and I'll show you two different ways you can do it. We're going to turn right at the end of this road into White Hart Lane, and our speed limit will still remain 20 miles an hour. So this junction, sometimes it can be really busy, so make sure you take your time and do it when it is safe. When we are doing the third exit right at Great Cambridge Roundabout, it is extremely important to maintain your lane. So many people fail their test because they drift off towards the left or towards the right. So make sure we stick to our own lane. Also, don't forget to check your mirrors before you exit the roundabout or before you change the lane. We are turning left at the traffic light. So our speed limit, I can see speed limit is changing to 30. So I'm going to move to the left-hand lane. As soon as I turn, I'll see a bus lane on the left hand side, which we can't ever use. It says at all times, so I'm going to stay out of the bus lane, and our speed limit is 30, so I'm going to speed up a little. If you are finding this video useful and you think I earned a subscription, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like the video. So we are approaching the Great Cambridge roundabout soon. I'm going to turn right, third exit, sign for Edmonton. So the first method I'm going to do is not going to change lane. I'm going to stay in the middle lane and do it from the middle lane. This is the method I recommend for the people who are really scared to do this roundabout. So this is a bit of a taking shortcut. And if you can do it from this lane, examiner shouldn't mind that much. But it's better to do it from the right hand lane. That's the one I recommend normally. But I only recommend this method, the one I'm currently doing, to my weak student who is, we tried to do it from the right hand lane. They couldn't do it. So this is the last thing I recommend them to do. And doesn't matter which lane you do it from, we're gonna still start signaling right as I approach the roundabout. And I'll show you, see the marking on the floor, the arrow on the floor in front of, just under the blue car. That lane marking makes it okay for us to turn right from this lane. So I'm maintaining my lane, and while you're busy doing the roundabout, make sure you don't miss the traffic light. So many people fail at this point because they're so busy maintaining the lane, looking around, they forget there's a traffic light. So we already drove past the first exit. Our second exit is coming up soon. So I'm going to keep signaling right. I'm maintaining my lane and keep signaling to the right. And then once I pass the second exit, I'll start signaling left. But before I signal, I'm going to make sure I check my middle mirror and left mirror. At this point, mirrors are really important. So stay with the video. I'll show you the method 2 soon. So I just changed my signal to the left. I maintain my own lane, sticking to the left-hand lane. And that's it. And we're going straight ahead at this traffic light. Okay, this is my method number 2. For that, we're going to turn right, third exit Edmonton. For that, we have to change lane to the right. I check my mirrors, make sure it's safe, and signal and go. And at this point, make sure you maintain your lane properly. These lanes are very narrow, so make sure we don't drift. So again, I'm going to check my mirrors and signal right at this point to tell people I'm turning right. And if you enter the right-hand lane from here, by the time you reach your exit, the lane marking on the roundabout itself, it should take you to the second lane from the left. So we're gonna enter the roundabout, and I can see a marking on the floor says right turn. So I'm gonna enter this lane and gonna stick in this lane all the way through. There you are. And near to the second exit, we will try to change lane to the left if we can. If we can't, we're just going to stay where we are, and we can exit from this lane as well. So indicate again. So it looks like it's going to be hard for me to change lane. So I'm just going to stay in the lane I am in and exit from this lane, because on the exit there's 2 lanes for exiting. So let's see, and check my mirrors, change my signal to the left, sticking to my lane, and just gonna exit in the right hand lane. There we go. And once we've done that, we can speed up, and then we'll try to change lane back to the left whenever it is safe. So it's safe now. I'm changing lane, and that's it. And we're going straight ahead at this traffic light. So that was method number 2. So you can do whichever one you feel comfortable with, but I prefer to do it from the right hand lane, because if the examiner asks you to turn right, you should be in the right hand lane. But if you can't do it, you can do it from the middle lane as well. And over the years, if some of my students couldn't do it from the right hand lane, I asked them to do it from the middle lane, and examiner never failed anyone because of that. So we are going straight ahead at the traffic light. I'm gonna stay in the right hand lane, and I can see already my speed limit is dropping down to 30. And if you find yourself in the left hand lane and it's too late for you to change lane, make sure you just follow where the lane asking you to go. So basically just carry on going left. At the next traffic light, we are turning right. And this junction, sometimes it can be problematic, so be really careful. We got a bend coming up, the road follows right, and then traffic light, we are turning right, and we have a box junction as well. And I'm gonna make sure everything is clear before I enter the box junction. It looks good, and I'm gonna just stick to the right hand lane and gonna keep indicating right. And as I'm turning right, I should find 2 lanes. I'm gonna enter the left hand lane. So just gonna stay in the left lane and carry on. And our speed limit still remains 30 until we drive past that sign. So now we are at 50, and we want to follow the sign for Central London. That will take us back to the Great Cambridge roundabout. And we're going to continue to follow the sign for Central London. So basically we are turning first exit left at the Great Cambridge roundabout. So as I approach, I start checking my mirrors, start signaling, and I can see a lane on the left. So many people think this is a bus lane. It is not a bus lane, it's just a bus stop. But you can only turn left from this lane. Left and only lane this is. And at the next traffic light, we are turning right. In future, I'm planning to post some maneuvering videos. So if you're interested in it, please subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified when I post new videos. This test route is a non-rush hour test route because this test route is quite long. So if the road is busy or full of traffic, most likely they won't do this route. But it is better to know how to turn right at the Great Cambridge roundabout, so you are prepared for everything. You never know which route examiner going to choose. And these days it is extremely hard to find a test date, so you better be over ready than under ready. If you want me to do a specific test route, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to do that. At the end of this road, we are turning left. Our speed limit been 20 since we turned right at the traffic light, and looks like the speed limit still remains 20 here. So our speed limit is still 20. There is the sign. At the roundabout, we are turning left, first exit. At the end of this road, we are turning right. Make sure you pay attention to the no entry sign. And the road follows round to the right. So we are back on White Hart Lane, going towards Wood Green High Road, Green Lanes. At the end of this road, we are turning left. And we can see our speed limit going up to 30, and I can see a bus lane sign that says Monday to Friday 7 to 10 a.m. I'm not allowed to use it. So this is after that time, so I'm just going to turn left in the bus lane and going to go straight ahead at the next traffic light. The weather is not very good to make this kind of video, but what can we do? We have to do what we have to do, right? So we are on Wood Green High Road, approaching towards the traffic light with Lordship Lane. We are going to turn left at the traffic light. So on this bit of the road there is keep clear marking. So make sure, unless you can exit the keep clear, don't enter in it. So many people get caught, like there's so many cars in front of us right now. So turning left at the traffic light. Speed limit is 20 and it's going to change to 30 soon. And the Wood Green Driving Test Center is on our left hand side, coming up. There it is. Thank you for watching. All the best.